Oh, okay, hello, test, 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 test. Yes, I am. I am using a different microphone today. It is my Behringer B1. However, I already had it set up. I will be back on this one next time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there is going to be a little bit of background noise, but then again, I am also not using my dynamic microphone today. Play. Because, oh dear, I've forgotten to see the time. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, hello everyone, this is Sadie Samps, a Bing. Hi. That is not how you spell hi. And welcome to another live stream.
Short one.
Shh. Welcome to another live stream on the ToonCraft server. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, I do not have any. I do not have any, well, the thing is, well, where did my switch even go? My microphone switch. That's not it, that is a battery. Battery. Yes, it's a Costco battery. What am I... Okay. Ingots! Also, you have to get a lot farther away from this in order to actually... You have to get a lot farther away from this in order to actually not... In order to not... have it sound, you know... In order to not have it clip. That's just the way condenser microphones work. That is... There is really no way to fix it because, you know... It's something to do with the way dynamic microphones work, that they have less steep of a fall off, but this is not a dynamic microphone, it is a condenser microphone. Yes. There we go. Of course, the way I did it was by putting the wrong block under it. Under it, mind you. Also, maybe I should not be doing this. Cardioid condenser. Yes, there's also a B2 version known as the B2 Pro. Or no, there is a multi-pattern version known as the B2 Pro. They are basically the same microphone. Except this one's better. Oh hey, we've got a wild cloud bot in chat. Oh dear. Oh, great.
You got a problem?
Yeah, my tablet died.
Uh-oh. Oh, we just power.
That's always what it is.
Okay. Well, that's a daggone shame.
Yeah. Basically, if the battery gets too low on this guy... Ooh, donation link. If the battery gets too low on my tablet, it'll crash.
That's evil.
Because, you know, Sammy's getting old.
You know what, then?
Yeah. What you just heard was Sammy connecting to my computer. And what you just heard was Sammy disconnecting from my computer. Oh, hey! We appear to have a Patreon link. Also... Let's just... Hold on. Let's just plug this in.
We're gonna be in July.
That was... I'm pretty sure I never heard Sammy reconnect, but that was Sammy disconnecting for the second time. Okay. What? Well, screw you.
What are you doing, Ben?
That was totally not the incorrect password. The wrong password, sorry. There is a time and a place to use incorrect.
Oh. try first.
Yeah.
Does it look different again, Benjamin?
Anyways, let's actually hang my XLR cable off of the boom arm.
That explains it.
Let's also do the same with my headphone cable.
Nice.
Anyways. Oh boy. Well, I can say though that, hey, I can see everything around this microphone. That is one of the big disadvantages of side address microphones. Because, you know, with those side address microphones, you cannot see anything. Of course, another thing is, I also have it sideways, which actually, you know, well, it does help you to be able to position it so you can see everything. Basically, if I had it vertical, there would be nowhere to position it, except out of frame, which I do not do.
You think there was a cat under the table last over?
I don't know about you, but I do not like not seeing the microphones. And I will also say that I will also say that I do not like not showing the microphones. And really, the view... Really, it's my opinion that matters here. This is not a democracy, it's a dictatorship. I mean, you could vote to have my microphone in frame, you could vote to have it out of frame, but you know, in the end, at the end of the day, the decision is made by me, whether to have it in frame or out of frame, and I choose in frame. However, I will say that with this guy, you can actually see my, well, almost my entire face, whereas with this guy did tend to get in the way of my mouth, but also, that was what I did, because, you know, I don't like having the preamps louder than they need to be, especially with those regular Ferris dynamic microphones. Let's hope no one has copyrighted that tone. Just kidding, you can't own musical tones. And if you think you can, well... Yeah. If you think you can, you're in for a rough landing. Because, you know, you cannot own musical tones. You cannot claim any copyrights on singular notes. You cannot own a copyright on frequencies. Of course, I'm not here to discuss copyright. What I'm here to do is to play Minecraft.
Jared, I'm gonna put something on your Facebook page. Ow.
I don't know what that is, but that is definitely not a town and country.
No, but it's funny.
Now, what was I doing? Well, I will say that this does tend to have a lot of foot travel. I don't know, maybe I could just... No, I can't do another. I could do another portal. I won't be the one connecting it up, though. Besides, I actually can't be the one connecting it up. Once I get mending onto my pickaxe, it will. I can be. However,
Can you still see Benjamin?
however, beep, 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 beep. There we go. And also, if I shut up for a second, you will...
It's probably just the northeast of the
Yeah, I don't do noise gates. I do not normally need that kind of thing. I mean, I have one available because I used to need that kind of thing. And noise suppression, really, if you can't hear it on your computer's end, then it's a no-no. Now where? Of course, that's where we're going. Where we're going is, of course, onwards and upwards, but don't tell anyone. They think we're going backwards and downwards. No. Why? Why would we be going backwards and downwards? Except, I know, maybe we are. But don't tell anyone that we are actually going backwards and downwards. Or that... Yeah, basically we are going onwards and upwards, not backwards and downwards. Except we are, but don't tell anyone. Except we are not, but don't tell anyone. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That is what is known as home. Also, how did I run out of shovels? I mean, obviously the way I ran out of shovels was by running out of shovels. But that is not how we are going to get across this ice mass. The way we are going to get across this ice mass is, of course, by boating across, not by running out of shovels. After all, bing! After all, that was a complete... Or, after all, I am a complete dingus.
That is true.
Oi! You weren't supposed to agree with that. Yeah. I forgot to be in this scene. Of course. Of course, green screening is the best and always will be. You can't do anything about that. Hear that? Let's see. That is the wrong way. Also, let's just go into... Oh, a bing. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's... Yeah, okay, looks like we're good. A bing. However, it looks like I do need to actually move my face cam over a bit. Oh, right, I totally forgot. Also, another thing is we should be, you know, we should be around here. We should be moved over a bit. But that's what happens when I get into my microphone and let the case fall over. I actually move over a bit from where I should be. However, I'm getting distracted from what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be making some sticks and shovels, because that is totally how you pronounce that word. It's totally not pronounced shovels or spades. Which, don't go after me about me saying spades and being American. It's not exclusively British, you know. Ooh.
Probably pulled the whole thing out, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, spades is not exclusively British. Anyways, there we go. This should be create one stick for... And then this should be enough to create 8 sticks. Why did I put this under here? Why am I breaking that with my hands? Which should create 4 shovels. Now, yes, that is actually the correct way to pronounce it. Anyone who says shovels is wrong, and I, of course, am just kidding. You know me. You know I like to pronounce things wrong for fun. For example, granite.
That's stupid.
Let's see. Diorite. Andesite. Or andesite. Whether you're with the old or new me. Although, the old and new me are basically the same, just pronounce.
Yep, they're in trouble, boy.
Pronounce the old me just says andesite, and the new me just says andesite. Now, what is it that I need? Ooh. Yes. Dang it.
Oh, that's right. It's off in here, isn't it? It's off when I have it on the 100%. Needs to be on 110 to do it right.
Oh, by the way, when I plugged my power conditioner in, the VCR clock got reset, but because I believe DST begins on the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Well, because it's so close, I figured we should just wait until then.
That's something good to know, Jer.
Huh?
That would be something good to know. Because we don't want to be up at DSU and be there an hour late. Well, that's on Friday, so that's not too bad. I think he looks up every once in a while. I guess if he doesn't, he doesn't, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. It's just a normal ordinary plastic water bottle. It has a green lid, so it chroma keys out. It's actually basically the same green as my green screen. But yeah, it's just a normal ordinary plastic one designed for outdoor use. It's designed, well, basically, it's designed to be.
There's actually a website called talk2transformers.something.
It's designed to be used in situations where you don't. It's designed to be used in situations where if you lose it, it's not the end of the world. Also, it did actually appear that my microphone was a bit too far. I still need to be sure to actually be speaking into the correct part. I also need to be sure that I am not too far from this. Basically 3 inches. 3 inches is a good distance. Anything further is not. Yeah, with these condenser microphones, basically there is a very, very small margin of error as to where you can actually put it. Because, you don't want to be too close. Being this close generally tends to have proximity effect. And it also tends to... it tends to clip the internal components even when your preamp's down. Yeah, basically... With these condenser microphones, you can cause clipping before it happens in the preamps. Whereas with dynamic microphones, basically the only way to cause clipping is if you are actually... Well, with dynamic microphones, basically the only way to cause clipping is if you are actually... Basically, the only way to cause actual overdriving of the actual microphone is if the diaphragm actually ends up hitting where its peak belongs. Or, well, if the diaphragm ends up hitting a physical barrier, i.e. the magnet. Yeah. So basically, that is why you should be using a dynamic microphone to mic instruments like brass. Trumpets can even be a bit too loud for them, although actually their range is not where the max noise actually goes. Yeah, they actually, at 1 inch, they can have an SPL of 155 decibels, but honestly, you really should not be miking them from just 1 inch, and also that their frequencies are not where the 150 decibel max SPL comes from.
Good kid, good kid.
Oh. Okay, for a bit there I was actually confused. Oh, look at that. Okay, looks like it should be... Looks like we've only got a few minutes. So basically, I will actually just get this layer done and then the next layer. And of course, if that is not enough time on the time-lapse, I will eat your socks. No, I won't. I will eat my own socks. I will figuratively eat my socks, mind you. I will not literally eat my socks. It is very figurative.
I'm sure he's just been insulted. Aren't you, Victor?
What's that about getting insulted?
Nick got insulted by the
Yeah. The funny thing is, even though I am using the condenser microphone, I can't actually really hear you. I will say that, judging by the SPL meters in Slavs, you do actually come out louder, but also that is the way condenser microphones work. What?
Nothing.
Of course, I don't know. Maybe part of it actually has to do with you being outside of the main lobe of sensitivity. I guess. Because this is a cardioid microphone, although technically I believe it's actually somewhere between cardioid and... Oh. Snooze for 5. Yeah, technically I believe it's actually somewhere between 10 or somewhere between cardioid and supercardioid. 11, 10. I will tell you though that it is most definitely not actually supercardioid. I mean, yeah. Behringer does not actually make any true cardioid microphones. They are... Behringer also doesn't... Well, okay, Behringer does make supercardioid microphones, but, you know, none of that true cardioid jazz. Also, another thing, I actually... helped build the ceiling of the arena at on the Mr. Jeff viewer server. The arena does need to be covered in something because phantoms. And you know, I did. There we go. It appears that we have gone this layer. Also, how long? 4 minutes. Yeah. I believe we need to go just a little bit longer. I don't know. Maybe. Well, you see, this is only one layer. I would rather have multiple layers actually get completed. I will say, though, that iron shovels are definitely not the right thing for the job. Oh, hey! Thank you for following me, Michael. Mike. Okay, that shovel just broke. Which means that this one we kind of can only use until 32. So we actually need to be extra careful with this one. Also, look at this. The gravel will actually be going. At least it's easier to remove than those other types of stones, which actually used to be actual variants of the stone. Of actual stone. But you know, what I mean by that is diorite, andesite, and granite. Yeah, you don't hear me say it. You don't hear me say it the American way, granite. You don't hear me say it the British way, granite. Or no, granite, not granite. You hear me say it my own way, which is, of course, granite. Also, I'm actually getting a bit clogged. Oh boy.
Or a bad joke.
I also don't have... There we go. Oh, we've got a Streamlabs alert, or a CloudBot message saying to subscribe to / follow my channel. Oh, hey. I recognize that sound. Yeah, it's the alarm. That is an alarm clock. It is designed to wake you up in the morning.
Well, at least I'll find them when they get home.
There we go. Oh, hey, it's the donate. Yeah, basically all those messages always come through at the same time. They used to be staggered, which I preferred. But nope, not anymore. 35, 34, 33, 32. There we go. And now this one we can actually let it go down to 10. Oh yeah, Patreon link, donation link, Patreons through Patreon, donations through Streamlabs. Also, if you do these, you will get cool alerts. However, please note that I believe I might have a minimum amount. Of course, living in Nebraska does tend to mean I actually need that, or it is actually, yeah. Being a Nebraskan does mean I actually need that, because otherwise it does tend to actually, well, Well, basically what it is just... Oh, there we go. Now I see myself. Anyways. I was talking about something? Okay. Let's just let's just press F1 on my camera count. I always forget to do this. Practice may make progress, but if I don't fix it, it also makes permanent. Yeah, practice makes progress, but it also makes permanent. Which basically means that... Yeah. Well, it basically means that it basically means that when you practice, you have to do it well. Just because it is not actually being recited is not an excuse for... Okay, it may be an excuse, but it's an excuse for doing it poorly. Anyways, let's stop the recording. Because unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that actually is all I've got time for. I really do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then please do hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But anyways, this has been Sadie Stamps. Cheers for watching, and I will see you later. Or, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got. Thank you for the fish. Yeah, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for. I really do. Woo! /v/ exclamation point. I really do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then please do hit the like button. A bing. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But anyways, this has been Sadie Stamps. Cheers for watching. And I will see you later. Bye. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. We are just going to do a hard end today. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Hold on. A bing.